Alright, going to take a look at the latest event to be added to the WildStar beta, the Hoverboard zPrix International. There's 3 daily quests that go with this one. Pick them up in your contract area from the hologram of Doc Zemet. Again, that's in the contract area of your capital city, as opposed to Shindig Hollow, for example, where Shade's Eve is. And the reason for that is because it's going to be on the servers at the same time as Shade's Eve, so there will be some overlap. Straightforward daily quests. Go to the racing track, hit all the checkpoints, and zip through it as quick as you can.
May you emerge
Celestial,
victorious.
River Flush is obviously in Celestian, White Veil Wipeout's White Veil, Savannah Speedway is in Daradoon.
Great deeds are done on a day such as this. May you emerge victorious. Fortune favors the
Now you do
swift.
get, as part of the daily quest, a teleporter to take you each racetrack. Quest tracker's kind of got some bugs, so if you don't see it on there, right click on the quest tracker and turn off filter distance, and then they'll pop up to where you can see them and hit them with the T key to trigger whichever one you want to hit. So we'll pop over to Celestial River Rush first. Teleport drops you right in near the start of the racetrack. So all you need to do is mount up on your hoverboard
always welcomes exiles.
and jump in. Once you're ready to go, jump inside the checkerboard circle and you'll get a little countdown. Each blue ring that you go through gives you a little bit of a speed boost, and then you've got the speed boosts on the ground, which are the double arrows. You can clearly get hung up on terrain still, even as you jump over it and through it. It's not necessary to hit every blue ring, but you do need to go through the checkpoint rings in order to get quest credit for the dailies you're going, since you have to do each one. You can see this course is then pretty straightforward. It follows the river. Bridges are obviously my weak point. And since you don't have to hit every blue ring, you can, take advantage of the zone if you know it, and try and shortcut it to boost your time. But if you miss and you end up too far off track, you're gonna really end up hurting your time. 105 seconds, not a good time for that track. Clearly I hung up on some terrain. You can either turn it into dock in person or in hologram or via the communicator. If you want to run it again, abandon it before you turn it in, pick it back up, teleport back to the start, and start all over. I'm going to go ahead and grab the costume pieces.
We will meet again.
When you turn in the quest, you get a nice little offer to teleport back to your capital city, which is nice if it's the last quest you're doing for that day. Saves you having to taxi back, especially if you end up in one of the racetracks that's on the other faction's territory. we are going to teleport over to Whitevale, take a look at that racetrack. And after everything loads in, you can see I'm teleported right next to the hologram of Doc at the start of the race. You can see the starting zone right up there. And this one shows why it's strictly hoverboards for it, because the bulk of this one, at least the start here, is over water, so you need that capability of using your mount on the water, not getting dismounted. Another nice little Back to the Future Easter egg there, as if the whole event wasn't one, with the warning there's no roads where we're going. This is my favorite of the three racetracks, because it is a little bit harder, I think, than some of the others, especially here to try and get these rings as you're falling, and you do land, you know, in the middle of a bunch of enemy mobs there, and you still have the tornadoes, which are bad. You do get a hidden buff as you're on the racetrack that reduces your threat, so you are a little less likely to get randomly attacked as you're flying by some of these critters through the town. It's my nemesis, a bridge again. Right into
worse than a
the
whacked
track.
out Elden terraformer turning everyone
79
into
seconds. Not bad. Probably do better with more practice on that one. I'll turn this into
Great
the
deeds are
dock
done on a day such as this.
and get the second costume piece.
We will meet.
Skip the teleport, and instead we'll use the last quest teleport to head over to Dehradun for the Savannah Speedway race. These daily quests are available to anybody level 10 and up, and if you haven't made it to your capital city yet to get them from the guy from Doc and his hologram there, you can pick them up outside the racetrack, since as you can see Doc's outside each one. This is the Dehradun racetrack called the Savannah Speedway. This one's also pretty straightforward. There's a new hoverboard getting added to the game, the Z88. If you've seen any of the advertisements Carbine has done for this one, for this event, and for their casual Friday stream that talked about it, you see, you know that the Z88 looks an awful lot like a certain DeLorean from the movies, which I think is pretty cool. They haven't told us yet how to get the Z88, and unfortunately the event wasn't live long enough on the PTR to find out if we get it through, you know, completing the second or third or fourth day of daily races, if it shows up then. Look, a bridge that didn't defeat me. Overall, it's a quick and fun event. Get a bunch of cosmetic rewards and some quick consumables that have, you know, funny on-use effects. The lightning strike one, which also will arc out and zap nearby companion pets. The board wax one, which just makes whatever mount you're currently on at that point go really fast, really straight, with random side effects of either booting you into the past, in which case everything is sepia toned, or booting you forward, in which case everything is oversaturated. And then obviously the costume pieces, the Z cap, Z kicks, Z vest, and Z pants. And I should have taken the pants at Whitefield, because now I only have 3 of the 4 pieces and was unable to get the full costume. I'll go ahead and unlock what I've got so we can show that off. And I'll take this quick teleport back. But this is nice, easy content that anybody can do. Eventually they're going to add leaderboards. Doesn't sound like they'll be ready for the first release when this goes live, October 21st of this year, but sounds like maybe next year if they'll get the leaderboards added in. Until then, everybody will have to post their own bragging rights thread in the forums. Here we'll take a quick look at the costume pieces I did get. And there you go. I look like Marty McFly, only I got the wrong pants on. But I'm hoping that they do get around to adding some of these racetrack items in as housing decor, because it'd be fun to see what some of the people who are already doing crazy stuff with housing do with this kind of stuff, with the speed boosts and the jumps, and get you going. That's the zPrix Invitational. Look for it coming to live servers on October 21st. And don't forget, WildStar goes free to play on September 29th.